Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the spin-off here, the Riley Rant, where I just discuss particular topics that I have some passion or focus on. And so today I'm going to talk about something that I'm extremely passionate about, and that's making leaders in a business. I've done it for years and it's one of the things that I love doing in my career overall. And I'm going to share with you today what you can do to become a leader. And the second item I'm going to share is why you haven't become one if you've been trying. So first off, I'm going to put it right forward and straight to your face. If your first part about becoming a leader is about complaining or having 10 to 20 reasons why other people got the opportunity before you and it's not fair, shut up, you're not ready. You might as well turn off this video because you're not the right person for this video, because you're not going to succeed. Until you get that loser mentality out of your mind, you're not going anywhere. You're exactly where you need to be and maybe not even there. It's straightforward, but it's the reality of what it is, right? A leader has to have the mentality of success. It doesn't mean that they're succeeding at the moment, but it means that they see the big picture and they understand how to get there. And the excuses and complaints are not the answer of a leader. So, if you're walking into an office and going, oh, I don't understand, I don't think it's fair, you might as well just leave because you're not the right person. So that's first and foremost. Shut up and be ready. Don't make excuses. Be a motivator and be ready to go. Number two, any job you have has expectations. You were hired for a reason. And one of the best things I had a leader tell me one time was, you are paid 100% of your money for 100% of the job. No one is paying you to do 50%. And you would lose your mind if someone came in and took 50% of your paycheck because they said you didn't deliver enough, but you were there every day. So you don't have the right to deliver 50% back on the expectation of what you do in your job. I always thought that was great. Now, why does that take place and why does that make sense when I'm talking about leadership? You should be succeeding. Now, it doesn't mean you need to be a top performer. Here's the reality. A lot of your top performers aren't the right people for leadership. They generally like what they're doing, and that's why they're the best at it. But you should be exceeding in most of your metrics or targets, and you should be executing on the things that you are expected in your job on a regular basis. And if you do have areas of opportunity, you should be able to explain it very well why you're having some challenges, not complaining, explaining. And number two, you should, at least your other peers or leadership should look at you and at least notice your levels of improvement that you're taking. Are you taking the feedback? Are you taking actions to improve? Because if you aren't doing any of that, you're in the wrong place and you're asking for the wrong thing. You aren't ready to be a leader, and you might as well sit down and reevaluate what you want in life, because leadership is not it. So, straightforward performance, because that's the first thing I would ask you. Well, what's going on with your performance? And if you give me a lot of excuses, while I can look at a bunch of your peers and see that they're all succeeding, but you're not, and all you're giving me is complaints, not the person. So get complaints out of your mind and start performing. That's number one. Number two, dress to impress. Here, I'm not telling you anything new here, but here's the reality of it right now. Most businesses now have a very casual, relaxed feel. Not too many businesses make you dress up in a dress shirt, put on dress slacks. It's jeans and t-shirts, and I think that's great. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Not if you want to become a leader. I'm going to put it straight to you right now. Look at this. I got tattoos all over my arms. Most jobs when I step in, it takes at least a year before anybody in the office or location that I work at to even realize I have tattoos. And you want to know why? It's because I wear a dress shirt every day with a sports coat. Do I have to? No. I've had many jobs tell me, you don't have to do that. We're very comfortable with your level of tattoos all out. I choose to do that. And it's because I need people to realize that I'm the leader and I want to be recognized with that and not fighting an uphill battle to fight who I am in the business. I want to be identified like that right up front. So, here's an example. I've had people many times walk into the buildings and locations I'm at. They always know to walk straight to me and ask me, am I the leader? And you want to know why? Because I look the part and I look different than all the other individuals that are in the building that are dressed casual. There has to be a reason why I look that way. And it is, because it's my uniforms for success. A police officer wears his uniform so they know he's a police officer. A fireman has his fireman outfit so they know he's a fireman. Well, probably to be safe too, let's be fair. But there's a reason why they got the outfit. I wear my dress shirt and I wear my sports coat because I wanted to be identified as a leader of the business. And that's what I'm doing. I'm wearing my uniform for success. And if you want to become a leader, why don't you wear the uniform? Because it visualizes and makes it much easier for the leader that you're trying to impress to visualize you in that role when you already look the part. So that's a simple, easy thing that you can do all the time. And here's the other thing. Don't do it the moment you hear there's a job opportunity. Too late. Too late. Because you know what? They've been evaluating for a long time. And there's people that are already on their mind. So why don't you start putting yourself in that place? Because I can guarantee you what? Opportunities come up all the time and unexpected. So you need to start preparing yourself on why you look different on a regular basis, not just at the moment. So that's a big one. Next. I gotta go check my notes. I'm already forgetting as I'm getting so passionate about this. This is a big one. Are you a person that can tell problems, or are you a person that tells solutions? Now, I'm going to put this straight forward to you right now. I can't tell you how many people, and even leaders, unfortunately, that can walk up to you and tell you 20 things that are wrong with the business. And that's great. We should be learning about businesses that we work for to improve and make successful and make the environments better. But when we're talking about leaders, I don't need someone that can tell me all the problems. I need someone that can evaluate why the problem's happening and the solution. When you walk up and tell a problem, go, well, this is an issue, this is an issue, this is an issue. You just told me 33% of the problem. You're missing the other 64%. So what you're missing out on here is you're missing out on not just that there's an issue, the evaluation of why the issue's happening, and a reasonable solution. And I say reasonable because sometimes people come with the most far. Well, we need to just get rid of all our systems and start over. Yeah. We're going to spend billions and billions of dollars to start it all over because there's a small little glitch on this one page. Be realistic, right? Give a realistic answer, realistic outlook, or something that says this is the area that we need to start evaluating so we can get the answer. Because that's what real leaders do. Real leaders give solutions. And so if you want to be in that place, you need to start giving some solutions on what needs to be done. And last but not least, what are you doing for the business? This is a big one. This is going to be a really big one. If you haven't done this, this is why you're not a leader. Period. Most jobs have people that do extra activities. They're putting together carnivals, events. They're staying after and helping out with something. Whatever it may be. What are you doing? I hear it all the time. Well, I've got a family and I've got this and that's fair. I'm not saying anything. Sometimes those things can happen on your lunch. They happen during the office hour. But what are you doing to do beyond? You cannot expect to become a leader of a business if you aren't doing anything different. Well, I'm the same as all my peers, man. I do exactly the same. Well, cool. There's a reason why I don't grab every Joe Schmo off and throw them up front to lead everybody. They're not ready. They're not good enough. Now, I think people are great, and I don't think everybody wants that role. But if you want that role, you better show it. And that's that. And so you need to step up to the plate. And that means you've got to go above and beyond. And I can't tell you how many times people have walked up and, well, I don't get paid to do that. My role is this. Okay. And we're going to pay you exactly that. 100% of the work for 100% of the pay. But how are you going to get that experience? And what are you going to do to do it? And in most cases, a lot of jobs still pay you for that. But what are you doing? You can never expect to go to the next level if you aren't doing something else. So here's a really great example. This is my evaluation for success and when I'm ready to move forward. And I'm going to share it with you right now. When I walk into a business, my first goal is number one, to evaluate and understand a business. That's first 3 months, right? Then the next 3 months, it's like, what can we do to improve, make sure we're exceeding in all the areas that are problems? And the next 3 months is like, what can I find out about this business that helps us excel and go to that next level? Be it do other things with clients, something internally with systems, whatever it may be, right? Once I feel accomplished in those areas, and only when I feel I've succeeded, right, am I ready to move forward? And that just doesn't mean I can put in my application. What that means is I go to my boss. Actually, let me pull back. I've already developed someone else I missed that big, huge part here. So let me come back to that. I've started developing a team after I've done those first 3 things. I've developed people that can do the jobs that I do, that allows me free time to go and talk to my boss and say, hey boss, I now have leaders that are getting prepared for leadership roles that can fill my role in the future if I'm moving forward. I want to start learning things about your job. What can I take off of your plate and what can I do? Now, for 2 reasons. One, no one ever wants to move someone forward if they don't have a replacement. They don't want to go less. They want to get the same, if not better, in the future. And I can't tell you how many people I've worked with that hide information and don't share things because they're like, well, I want to keep my level, my role important. That person always loses. That person always gets fired and they always lose because no job wants someone to float around for 30 years and not do anything and not share anything. And if they're out sick, nothing gets done. They should be sharing, they should be developing, because here's the thing. Even if it's not to take your role, there's other things expanding in a business, and they should have the opportunity to pick from your side, and they should go, oh, that person always produces great leaders. The second part is, once you have that available time, you should be learning, because if you want to move to the next role, you don't have time to learn right off the bat. There's already 10 billion things you're going to have to learn no matter what. You need to be prepared and step into a role that you at least have some sense of. So you should already be learning about it before you even have it. So ask your boss, can I take some things off the plate? And I guarantee you a good boss will go, yeah. Because you know what? No one hates having a little extra free time with their family. So take advantage of that. So these are my key components. I can't tell you, I've laid this out to so many people over the years, and I will tell you right now, many that will watch this will not follow this. And you know what? You're not ready. But if you're really listening to what I'm telling you there's success in what I'm putting in this video right now. I'm giving you something passionately, and if you pay attention to what I'm saying right now, you will win. And if you're ready to win, you're ready to listen. And I took the time to give this to you, not because I have to, because I want to, because I enjoy it. And a leader doesn't have to come directly under me, it can come from anywhere. And I feel good about sharing this information, and I hope you loved hearing it. Again, this is Paul's crazy little Riley rant. I appreciate you joining. You have a great day, have a great week, and enjoy.